All right, part two. Got the new actuator in on this Buick Enclave from GM themselves. Now, something important to remind you guys of: before you plug the thing in, turn your key to the on position and make sure that's off. So that way when you turn your key on, you give the module time to kind of initialize. Now I've got the data pulled up, and what you can see is mode door motor command counts as 128, mode door actual counts as 129, so they match, and that's what we want to see. Now there could be a calibration for these, if I remember right, you have to do, which we can do with the scan tool, but I'm just going to give it, I don't know, I'm going to give it a few minutes here to just kind of sit, and that way if it is a manual or an automatic calibration, it has time. So let me let it sit a few minutes, and then I'll show you with the scan tool if there is a calibration procedure, how to do that. Alright, so it's been a few minutes. I edited that part out, obviously. But anyways, yes, there is an actuator calibration. Now, if you go into your main menu here, now again, I'm using the Varus, so this could differ between scan tools, but where the calibration's at is in module setup. So we're going to go to module setup. We're going to go to actuator calibration, recalibration, I should say. So we'll click on it, and it's going to tell you use this procedure after replacing one or more actuators. When replacing the HVAC control module, the self-calibrating procedure starts automatically after the module is replaced and the engine is started. Place transmission in park or neutral, start engine, select calibrate on the following screen. Do not adjust any controls on the HVAC control module while self-calibration procedure is in progress, or improper HVAC performance may result. The calibration process may take up to 40 seconds to complete. So let's go ahead and start the engine, because obviously we're in park and neutral. Okay, it's running. We'll let it run for a second here. I'm just gonna let the idle stabilize, and then I'll hit continue. Alright, so I've got the idle stabilized. Now, another thing I forgot to mention in the first part of this video is you guys need to be checking your cabin filters too when you're doing HVAC repairs. This cabin filter is very dirty. And you know, that can affect airflow. So I did get a new, I already got a new one, and it's not in right now, no big deal, but we're putting a new one in, so something just to keep in mind. Just double check your cabin filter just to make sure it's not all nasty, because obviously you want to have a nice clean repair when you're done for your customers. Now I wait till the idle stabilizes, and it has. Now we're going to hit continue like the scan tool is telling us, and it's going to say procedure in progress. And again, HVAC head is off, not touching anything, just going to let it do its thing. I can hear I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can actually hear all the actuators running through their motions, their full stop, and you know, going to their stop points. So we're just going to let them do their thing. So once all of them have, you know, done, like it said, 40 seconds. Can take up to 40 seconds. So just let it run. Let it run through all the motions. Now it's saying procedure is complete. Yeah, I probably should have cleared the DTCs, and I didn't. Don't know if that's going to matter. But it says cycle ignition and verify no current DTs have set. Okay, well, we'll do that once we get out here. Let's go back. Let's clear the codes. Okay, Let's just see if we got any codes. No codes. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cycle our key from off. We'll let it sit for about 10 seconds. All right, let's turn her back on. I don't hear any doors or anything or any actuators moving. So let's go to display codes. No codes. Okay, very good. So now what we're going to do, now that we've verified that, seriously, scan tool. Okay, now we're going to cycle back to off, wait a few seconds, on, start it, and see how she works. So we'll turn on our, and you can see I'm on panel, so I should be getting airflow through my panel. Let me crank this up. Oh yeah. So she's blowing pretty good. Let's try going floor and panel. Make sure we got airflow down here. We do. Let's go back to panel. Make sure this airflow goes away. And it did. You know, and airflow is not going to be that good because I don't got that cabin in right now, which is fine. It'll blow all the dust and stuff out of there. So let's go to defrost and floor. Oh yeah. No, yeah. And let's just verify we do have nice cold air. I'll go back to, let's put her on recirculate. We got AC on. Crank down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the full bore right there. Let's crank this baby all the way down, which it is. Nice and cold on the passenger side. Hot on the driver's side. So cold here, hot here. That's good. Alright. Let's do it to the other side. And what we're doing is I'm just making sure everything's working correctly. I should have cold on both sides now. Nice and, yep, that one's changing, going to cold. Cold, okay. And we'll just crank her up to hot. So let me cycle through all these. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. And then I'm going to show you back on the scan tool those counts so you can see them changing. So let me cycle through them. Alright, everything's working good as far as temp goes and airflow goes. So that's a fix, but I do want to show you this real quick. We'll go into data, door positions again. And we're just going to, you know, I just want to show you them counts. So you can see mode door actual, 44. Command is 43. They're never going to match perfectly, guys. Let me switch her to heater defrost, 158. You can see that one's nice changing now. You know, and they're not going to be perfect. So, there you go. Everything's working good now. Let's pull up the scope. I still got her hooked up, and let's watch the change on the signal wire. Alright, so signal wire again is the red. And I'm going to change it. And you can see, there you go, 3 volts. And you see all the changing occurring on the scope. I'm just switching it, guys, just so I can show you the changing occurring. So pretty cool. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy repair, but something to think about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I know it's not the
craziest of diagnostics, but you know, if you're new to this stuff and kind of confused on how to diagnose this kind of stuff, you know, there you go. Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions about, you know, the circuit design and how it's operating, you know, drop them down, leave comments. If you don't like this video, hit thumbs down. I don't care. It is what it is. But hope you guys liked it. Sorry for my absence lately, and take care. Thanks for watching. I gotta go work on that school bus and do some exhaust manifold work on it, which is gonna be fun. So take care till the next one. Peace out.